Hi, my name is Sonia. I'd like to offer you a pocket practice for the arms, chest, upper back, neck, and shoulders. We'll start on our back. You can have the legs extended long, bent, or bolster under the knees. Some people like a little roll of a hand towel just to support the cervical spine. And if you notice your chin is tilted up and back, you can place a pillow underneath the head to keep the chin parallel to the floor. Once you find your supported position, take the arms straight up, palms of the hands face one another. And then from here, you're just going to slowly release the arms down towards the floor. The key here is to go very slowly. And any place where you feel some weakness, you can pause there and do some micro lifting and lowering to help stabilize the shoulders, to help strengthen and stabilize the shoulder girdle. And then you can continue to very, very slowly lowering the arms down. Keep the arms extended as you lower down. If you notice the chin tending to pop up, slightly tuck the chin to maintain the chin being parallel to the floor. If you notice the chest popping up, slightly knit the low ribs together so you stay nice and stable through the shoulder girdle. And any place where you feel the arms drop, that's an area where you want to go even slower through. That's where those neuromuscular pathways have been lost or broken, and so you want to go even slower through those areas to build those neuromuscular pathways. And that last little bit before you go to the floor, go even slower. There can be a tendency to just drop the hands down when you get close to the floor, but throughout the whole movement, you want to maintain a continuous fluid flow of movement as you go all the way down. At the bottom, give yourself a chance to relax completely and feel the effect of that movement. And after you feel yourself relaxing completely, integrating the movement, squeeze the shoulder blades in towards the spine without popping the chin or the ribs up, and then extend the shoulder blades back out away from the spine. And you can do that exercise 2 or 3 more times. Another variation on that same exercise is to round the arms. So you can bend at the elbows. As you do this, you might feel a kind of a shortening of the muscles across the chest. And then from this rounded position, you lead with the elbows and slowly lower the arms down. The key is to go nice and slowly. And the roots of the arms start at the rib cage area, the front, the side, and the back ribs. So try to control the movement from the rib cage area as you very, very slowly lower the arms down. Keep the chin slightly tucked so the chin doesn't pop up and back. Keep the low ribs knit together to help maintain a stable shoulder girdle that can support the arms. Wherever you feel weakness, you can pause there, do some micro lifting and lowering. And wherever you feel a lot of tension, go even slower through those areas. And for these exercises, you want both sides to be working as equally as you can. Both sides going at the same rate, working just as equally without one side working more than the other. As much as possible, you want both sides communicating with one another. And that way you build the most stability through the shoulder girdle, through the arm line. And what's nice about rolling down through rounded arms is it also gets into the wrists. At the end, as the hands release down towards the floor, there's a release through the wrist area. Giving yourself time to integrate that movement completely. feeling the effect on the body. And this is very important. This helps those neuromuscular pathways to develop. It builds that mind-body connection. So in the pause, there's actually a lot happening. So it's important not to skip the pause. And after that, hug the shoulder blades in towards the spine and then releasing out again. And you can do that again 2 or 3 more times, or as many as feels good. And you can play with different angles. So you can be at shoulder level and you can do that same thing either with straight or rounded arms, a slightly lower angle, and continue to go nice and slow as you release to the floor. There's many ways that you can work that exercise. And I'm going to show you two more exercises that can be beneficial as well. Here we're going to take the elbows hugging into the body, fingertips pointing up towards the ceiling. And very slowly, once again, you're going to lower the forearms to the floor. Forearms are going to end up perpendicular to the torso. And as much as you can here as well, both sides speaking together, going at the same rate, nice and slow. Notice if the chin is tilting up and back. Slightly tuck the chin so the back of the neck is long. Notice if the ribs are popping up. Knit the low ribs together, and that will help create stability through the shoulder girdle. And the slower you go, the better. It also becomes a very meditative movement. You're bringing your full awareness into these areas. And the more connected we are to the body, the calmer the mind becomes. So this is also great meditation happening here. And your hands, your arms might not get to the floor, that's fine. You just go as close to the floor as you can. Once you get to your maximum position, you pause, relax completely there. And you can do this one 2 or 3 more times, or however many times feels good to you. And then one last movement to help stabilize the shoulder girdle for the arm line, to help release tension in the neck and shoulders, is we're going to take the arms into a bull pose position, the elbows in line with the shoulders, fingertips pointing up. And then from here, you lower the arms back down and keep the low ribs knit together. It's like tucking the chin. And wherever you feel weakness, here as well, you can do some micro lifting and lowering. Wherever you feel a gap or instability. And if the arms drop in any area, then you want to see about going even slower through that area. Notice if one side is more engaged than the other. Can you have both sides equally engaged? And never force anything. If you force anything, that's where injury can happen. So you always want to look for the invitation to go into. And here as well, the arms might not reach the floor. If they don't reach the floor, just resting in your extended position, whatever that might look like for you. And see about pausing, relaxing there, allowing the body to integrate the movement. And here as well, doing 2 or 3 of these. And that completes a little pocket practice. Also deeply relaxing for the arm line, stabilizing the shoulder girdle and releasing tension in the neck and shoulders. I'm Sonia WEIRICH. I'll see you next time.